another episode of the C.P.E podcast. Season 2, baby. Commitment issues. Do women really think that men have commitment issues, Ari?
I think it really kind of depends on what the experience is. I mean, I'm at the point now where I feel like commitment is not on the top three of the list. And I don't know, maybe it's the type of person I'm attracted to that's making me find these consistent people that, don't have commitment issues, well, do have commitment issues. But for me, I'm gonna say, yeah, just based off of my experience. I mean, I see everybody get married, but 6 months later, we've been through this, that, and the third. Yeah, but that's still my man. But girl, do we have to do all that to keep a man? Where is the bar? I can't go Lord in hell. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, and we all gonna be there anyway. So why rush the process?
I get y'all know I like to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all for playing and being respectful. And if it's the right person, I'll listen. I don't know about submit, but at least I'll listen a little bit. But
listening matters, though. Listening matters.
The older men, they want me to just shut up and not say nothing. The men my age, they want me to be the girlfriend or the wife in the room, but out in public, we can't do it. So I'm just like, yeah, let me just stay here and post these thirst traps in peace and slob and fart and do it again the next day.
I can imagine what your DM looks like, Ari. I know that shit is a fucking a black hole. Like Terry looking like yeah.
I mean, I've posted a few of the Facebook dating messages, and it's a little creepy out here.
Yeah,
so,
niggas be wild,
y'all, and live in your arms, and no.
Because something we discussed it last week, about and this is actually a question that Terry presented it to us about, what age do we think that is the right time for anybody to start considering wanting to settle down, So like for you yourself, right? And the age that you are you personally looking for something to settle, like a full-time committed relationship at this moment, or are you just like right now 2023 it's a city girl summer, you know what I'm saying, right now for you, or what, like what do you feel about it? Also, how do you feel about the dating scene right now? I know I'm hitting you a lot right now.
My divorce was finalized last year.
Mm-hmm.
We have been separated since 2019, and I'm not saying I'm rushing to be somebody's wife, but if it happens, well, fine. Because right now, like I said, I got 3 boys. The oldest one about to graduate this year, and and I'm
shout out to that young man.
So really, kind of like my dating life is kind of non-existent. Look, I'm down to every other weekend, and the way these people have been acting lately, I'm down to one good weekend that I ain't got no kids. So it's like dating me is gonna be kind of hard. And plus I'm more of a texter. I don't like all the video chatting and call me sweetie. No, I talk all day. I don't want to talk on the phone. Please text me. Please. It'll go much more smooth because, I'm surprised anybody came in here right now. Ma. So my life is kind of busy. So right now, dating, if it happens, I'm against it, but I ain't out there like, I'm on a timer. I got 3 years before, I can't have no more babies, but.
No, and I respect that. I respect that.
Wave my hand.
So for you, you said you just got over a divorce, right? It just got finalized.
Yeah.
But you guys were separated since 2019, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So obviously in the last 4 years, right, you've obviously probably seen people, whatever the case it be, right? But have you ever involved any other men besides their fathers in your children's life like that?
But my 2 oldest, well, no, I'm lying. All of them had met one guy.
Okay.
But after that, it was like once he met the kids, it just, as long as it was me and him, it was fine. But the moment kids got involved, it's just like it did a 180. And I was like, well, I won't be doing that again. Mm-hmm. So until I know for sure it's like a for real commitment. And until then, no, I'm not getting my kids involved. They know they dad. That's enough.
And I respect that too, because I was one of those guys who didn't like to want to meet anybody's kids or anything like that, especially if I didn't know that. If I didn't feel like this was a serious thing, I don't think I should meet your kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if we just gonna see each other whenever we see each other, we get our shit off, and you go about your business, I go about my business, then let's just be like that. Like I'm completely because even all right, Well, before I go any further, I want to get you guys' opinions about this, Daniel and Terry. So let's start with Terry, with our guest. So how do you feel about that, bro? Every time.
I think he does have a commitment issue.
I don't think I have issues. I'm very picky on who I commit myself to.
Okay.
Like, it's not hard for me to commit myself to somebody,
Exactly.
that I'm with. Like, that's nothing. But it's just the fact of, do I want to?
Got you.
Like, do I feel like it'd be worth it? Like, do I feel like you deserve that part of me?
Because would it be safe to say is that
I wouldn't say that, though.
Would it be safe to say though, when you are in a relationship though, you like one of those guys who like goes fully in, like, because I'm one of two ways. Either I love you like a lot, or I fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I'm like that with my friends and everything. Like, either I really love you as a friend and everything like that, or I just fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, I won't, like, just niggas I fuck with, I won't check up on them niggas and make sure they good. Like, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that to me. You know what I mean? But if I really got love for you, I would hit you up. Like, are you good? Like, you feel me? Like, yo, how's your mental health? Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Like, how's everything been in your life? You know, that's because I fuck with somebody if I love them like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the same thing goes like with my girl. Like if me and Mona ain't together and I love her, then I'm not even gonna be on some like the way I am, like where I am with her now. Obviously, like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't, you know. And it's kind of easy to pick that shit up over me. But Dan, what about you?
Mm-hmm.
You got any commitment issues? And if you do have commitment issues, can you like why? Why do you have commitment issues? Honestly,
I don't know about commitment issues. It's just, do you see yourself like dying with this person in old age? Is the situation make any sense? Like, when you're a dude and you really like a girl, or like you see the future with her, you approach it that way and you treat her like that. Or else you can't be with that girl, because then you know your feelings gonna get fucked. So you don't even entertain that, you know? So I don't know about commitment issues. I have no commitment issues. I just, if I don't see a future with it because whatever situations we both have in our life, then there's no point to treat it that way. Doesn't mean that we can't date and have a good time and stuff, you know, still treat you right. But men don't have, though, people who have commitment issues are just not being honest. If you ask them directly, they'll tell you.
Okay.
You know, but do they want to hear it, and do they want to tell you? That's the issue that comes with a lot of these commitment issues. You know?
I dig it. I think, all right, you got something you want to add to that?
No, my follow-up question is just, do y'all, the dating men, not you, but like, do y'all have these conversations with women, like as far as like from the beginning, like, okay,
oh yeah, for sure,
this is what we're going to try to do, or is it like, this ain't that right now, La Mama, like we just here to enjoy each other for the moment, like, because that's my thing. Just get it clear for me from the beginning. Because if you don't want me as your woman, I promise you, slob and fire in pieces, like my favorite thing to do. So let me know. I will snore by myself.
But how can you let somebody know that you want them as a woman if you just now really getting to know them for real?
I think that's a reasonable question though, like, because when you start talking with somebody, most of the time, you one of the questions is like, all right, so like, what are you looking for in life? Like,
what are your intentions?
Yeah, I hate that question, bro. Like in the beginning, I hate that question.
You think you hate that question in the beginning?
Intentions,
yeah, you still have to get to know each other first.
You can get to know each other and let them know, okay, I'm dating with an intent.
Yeah, for sure. Like that part,
That's what my thing is. Let me know if you're gonna date with an intent, or if this is just like we gonna enjoy each other when we see each other kind of thing.
No, that's for sure, fair. But you could just meet someone first, you want that intent, but then like the lifestyles don't match up. You find out new stuff about them that you don't think is gonna work out. Then you might change your mind. Then you're kind of a dickhead because you wanted the intent, but it really didn't work out. So it's like could be a little tricky sometimes, you know. But listen, if you really want to know something, ask the person. That's really what it comes down to. Some people don't ask questions.
Yeah. So
we ain't doing it.
See, oh man, you got me ready to go. All right, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna go.
Are you making the mean face?
I'm gonna go.
Go.
Cause all right, check
Talk
this
to
out.
him, Chris.
All right, so check this out, right? I've been in that situation so many times where I would get with a person and like, cause like, all right, when I'm dating somebody, well, when I'm in a dating scene, right, it could be just because like I just need to get my shit off, or I'm like, you know what? Now I'm ready to get back into a relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so it could be one or two things, right? And then I can start talking to somebody, and in the beginning, I feel like, yo, I may want to try to get serious with this person. But like what Dan says, once you start taking things a little bit serious, you start to see some shit that makes you like, you know what? Like, I don't know, I may want to back out of this, you know. And then when you back out of it, it makes you look
Yeah.
like the dickhead because you was with it before, and now all of a sudden you're not with it. And I'm like, yo, listen, man, like
conversation to be like, okay, well, this is why I'm going to pull back. And do you give them a chance to try to correct it?
Some things you can't change though.
Okay.
Some things you can't change. If it's a thing you could like change or work on for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
there's a
Just give them
compromise in the
chance,
middle
if
for
it's
sure,
working.
like yeah, for sure. If it's possible for sure, yeah.
yeah. Well,
Hey,
what about
listen,
you,
if you
Terry?
really like someone, you're gonna make shit happen, man. That's just the like, especially a man when he likes a woman like that, he's gonna make that shit happen, no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
these streets are not fun, bro. These streets are not fun. This is not cool. The dating's been whacked for like 7 years. I was in a 4-year relationship. I came out of it, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? You know, the whole shit just.
Yeah.
Everyone has commitment issues. If you really look at it, though, it's
We
not even
talked
just men or
about
women. It's
that.
just people in general. You know, social media and everything. So that like has a lot of issues with it too. But if someone really wants someone, they'll make it happen. People are flimsy though nowadays. You know.
Oh,
I
I
was
want
gonna
you. I
say
want my guest to speak.
a lot of the times the relationships I've been in, like the person to be one way, and then like 6, 7 months into the relationship, be a whole new person.
They
Like it's
represented
like
them.
they can't keep up the persona that they first gave off to me. So now that the real shit is creeping through.
That's why I don't
So it's
answer
like
that question. What are you looking for in a man? I'm like, no,
Mm.
I don't answer that question no more.
You don't because
I mean,
my thing is when I ask that question, it's very simple. I'm looking for the same thing as a person who wants to be in a relationship would be looking for: commitment. You know what I'm saying? A person that I can converse with, have like somebody who I could communicate with. Like communication is very important when it comes to a relationship. I feel like I don't know which one you guys said it earlier, but they said that they hate somebody who can't keep it real and tell how it is, and say what they gotta say. I need somebody to be like, I don't need a yes man or a yes girl. Like, I don't want my girl to be a yes girl. Like, yeah, yes, dear, yes, darling, you got it, honey. Like, no, bitch, you better tell me, like, yo, my nigga, you fucking up. Like, yo, what's up with you, my boy?
right.
Like, I want you to be like that with me. I don't want you to be on some like, oh no, don't worry, honey, you're so right. No, 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 no. Yeah, yo, my nigga, you good?
Yeah.
Ask me, like, yo, you good? Like,
Yeah.
check me on some G shit. Like, yo, like, yeah, I'm good, big mama. You know what it is? You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
When I'm tripping, let me know I'm tripping.
Exactly, But one of the things too is that I remember I was dating this one girl in particular, saying a few years ago, this is right after me and my kid's mother had separated, saying finally. And I didn't like her parenting skills. I'll just say that much, to the point where like she was disciplining her kids, but like she was going a little bit too beyond, and it kind of gave me flashbacks to how I used to get my shit whipped, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, you can't be beating on them kids like that, like yo, chill, like, and it wasn't even the kids, it was her son more than anything. Like her daughter was gold, my nigga, like nobody touched she didn't do nothing. I mean, that little girl was bad as shit though. I'm like, if anybody needs some liquor, you need to put some on her little ass, you know what I mean? Like, homie is good, like you be wilding, But anyway, yeah, so that's why I was like, you know what? I don't even like I bowed out and I told her the reason why. Like, and you can't fix that. You can't want to be a better mother because your man wants you to be a better mother. That should be something that you want. So that right there for me was like, nah, I don't want to do there ain't no fixing that. You know what I mean? Like a man shouldn't
I
have to tell you to
mean,
be a better mother.
I see
for
your
me,
point.
like you saying that she like the daughter was all good, but her son was getting the worst of it. Like for me, that's like a signal of daddy issues a little bit. Like you got some kind of anger towards men in general, like a
Word.
little bit.
That's a
Good
fact.
point.
And
That's a
then
good point.
And the little homie was so good, my nigga. Like I used to have to watch them sometime when I get off of work and she go into work, you know what I'm saying? And I would come over to her crib and everything, and hold it down for little homie was such a good kid. Like he was a regular teenage boy, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't even a teenager yet. He was like a preteen. He like whatever. He would be doing some crazy shit, but not really crazy. Let me not say crazy. He'd be a regular kid, you know what I mean? But like it was
Right.
never to the point where he deserved any of the shit that she used to do, you know what I mean? And I told her one day, I'm like, yo, you gotta chill with that shit, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, don't do that shit in front of me. You feel me? Like if you're gonna do that, and then it made me like, damn. So I used to want to be over there a little bit more just to hold homie down. Like I really liked him. I really liked her son, you know what I'm saying? And like I even kept in contact with him after me and her had broke up and everything, But eventually when she found out that me and him were still keeping in contact, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was like, she dubbed that shit, like, whatever the case to be. So so I always hope he's good. I don't want to say none of their names on air and everything like that, but
Right.
still, but that was my little man's, and he know who I'm talking about too if he ever heard this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk, that was my little man. He was such a good kid, yo. But anyway, so yeah, so that was another reason why I couldn't stay in that relationship. Like, so there was no fixing that. Like I said, point being made.
No.
Yeah.
I think parenting, in your way of parenting, it can affect somebody's, you know, whether or not they want to deal with you. Because like for you, Ari, if I'm pretty sure you don't want to get with no nigga, you know he got kids and he a deadbeat.
Definitely not. Because I feel like the way you treat your kids is very symbolic of what you're gonna do to me. Because if you can't stay loyal to your own kid and follow through with what you say you're gonna do, because you want to be over here and hey, I don't need that. And I feel like some things it's just like I don't owe you explanation. I'm just like, hey, this ain't gonna work. If you ask, I'll let you know. But if not, some things I don't even feel like it's worth explaining. It's just like I'm just gonna bow out and that's just it on it.